I want to ask you a question. Is it better to speak or to die? This quote comes from a movie called Call Me By Your Name. I have not seen the movie yet. Yes, I'm LARPing. I'm sorry. I'm LARPing. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I have listened to Feudal Devices like 100 times, so that has to count for something, right? But yeah, I've actually listened to the song a lot. I've cried to the song, and I feel like I spoke on it in my one of my newest Instagram videos. Spoke about how is it better to speak or to die, but I want to talk about my situation here in specific because I feel like it's very touching. So I went to London. Okay, wait. I feel like if I tell the story here and whoever I'm talking about in the story sees the video, then it's gonna be like a little awkward and I don't really know what to do. But look, right? So basically, I went to London, and in London, there was this girl. There was this girl. Her name was. There was this girl. We're just gonna call her a girl. Her name's Girl. It was a girl. I was there for 3 weeks, and basically over our 3 weeks, I feel like there were feelings, but they were never spoken. Like I didn't want anything from her. She didn't want anything from me. It was more of like a mutual connection, but nothing was ever said. Like we always spoke to each other, we talked to each other, but when it came to feelings and how we felt about each other, nothing was ever said. I've never uttered the words "I like you" or anything of that measure to this girl, you understand? But there was a mutual understanding. At least I think. I could be crazy. And this could all be delusion. But I do think there was a silent communication within each other that while we were spending our time in London, this is what it was gonna be. We're gonna enjoy each other's company as much as possible because the time we have here is limited. We would never take things seriously because it would never work. She doesn't live in New York. I'm in New York. She's in another state. So like it would never work. I'm not trying to do long distance. From the beginning, we both understood that this is a London thing. And we would never take it outside of London because it simply wouldn't work. So we're just gonna enjoy each other's company while we're here. So on the first day, me and this girl, we split off and we started talking to each other. We went to this park and like played a little bit. And I feel like since the beginning there was just a connection there. Like there was just something like we just like okay, like like there was something there. Nobody had to say anything, nobody had to speak anything about it, but we just knew it was there. So basically, I gotta stop saying basically. Throughout my 3 weeks there, this girl, we got closer, put my arm around her shoulder, we held hands, interlocked arms, huddled a little bit. Cuddled a little bit, like you know what I'm saying, cuddled a little bit. And I feel like, how do I describe it? When I think of how to describe the feeling, I think I went to like touch and I felt like a zap. Like I got like a zap on my finger. But we never like fully like connected. But I got like a little zap and it was like, ooh, like I like this feeling. So I kept playing with the zap, but I never fully. Bro, the thing was, it's so crazy. I didn't want anything. Like I never, if she tried to kiss me, I might have swerved her because this girl never had her first kiss. And I felt like this is London and it's a limited time that we have here. And I don't want your first to be me because then that might only cause you pain because we just can't be together. So your first kiss being me and we can't be together, I feel like you deserve better. So I feel like if she would ever to try to kiss me, I might have swerved it just based off of my care for her. Tell you, like I didn't want anything. Like no lust, no nothing. Like the first question people ask me, oh, did you? I did not do, we did not do anything. 3 weeks passed. Throughout these 3 weeks, I'm enjoying my connection with this girl. We talk a lot. It's just very nice. Like I feel like there's just like, it's just like I guess a summer fling. I don't know. We never put a label on it. If you asked us what we were, we would say friends. But we knew we weren't just like friends. We would never say we're more than friends because of the same attachment I was talking about earlier, right? So, there's this other girl that I was talking to, my friend. This relationship is entirely platonic, right? So me and this girl were talking, and as we're talking, like she's like, oh, what do you think? Like, what do you think about the other girl? Like, she's asking me about the other girl. Like, are you gonna ask her on a date? Like, this is that and third. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So we reached the end of my trip, and I'm like, man, I think I have to say something. Like, even though throughout this entire trip we've always thought of each other as friends, said we were friends to other people, I feel like I have to express a deeper appreciation toward her because she did provide more to me than a platonic relationship would. Man, I was talking to the other girl and I was like, man, like I kind of want to say something. And then she said the infamous quote. She said, "Is it better to speak or to die?" And this is like 3 days before my trip ended. And ever since she said that sentence, day in and day out, I thought about what I was gonna do when the time came for me to see this girl for the last time. Dog, this shit had me stressing. On the bus to the airport, I'm listening to Feudal Devices, tears. Not because of the girl, but just like because I was gonna miss this place so much. But I was just you don't understand how much my head was racing. Like I was thinking so much about what I was gonna say to this girl to explain my gratitude and appreciation for her, for the connection that she kind of gave me over these past few weeks. We get to the airport and I'm like, dog, my flight was like 7:20. No, my flight was 7:20. We get there like 5. Everybody goes through whatever they do. So I have about like an hour, so like 6:15, right? 6:15 comes and I tried like talking to the other girl and I'm like, yo, like what do I say? She's like, I'm not giving you anything. She didn't give me any type of tips, no nothing. I think she felt she's a real one. I love you. If the girls watch, I love you, right? She helped me a lot. Hopefully y'all not getting confused. I'm like asking the other girl what I should say to the other girl. What am I gonna say? Like I wanna know like if what I'm feeling is connected. Like what if what I'm feeling is reciprocated in the situation. And man, when I tell you like over the next hour, so my we got there like 6:15 and my gate didn't get revealed till about 7:20. So I had about an hour window to figure out what I was gonna say and say it. And when I tell you, this is one of the most stressful hours of my life. So my gate gets revealed at 7:20. 6:30 passes. I'm trying to talk to this girl about other topics, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say to X, right? Thinking about what I'm gonna say to X, and I kind of try to get help from the other girl E. We're gonna call her E. From the other girl E on what to say to X, and it just isn't. She's not giving me any of that, bro. How do I be like, yo, like come over here real quick? Like it was so. I'm like, yo, what do I like? Yo, come over here. Like what the like? I'm like a creep. Like what the? 7 o'clock, 7:05. I'm bitching, bro. I'm like rolling on the floor. Like I have so much like pent up emotion in my body that I cannot stay still. I'm looking at the girl. I'm looking at E, and I'm like, like what do I do? Like what do I do here? Eventually, 7:15 hits, and I'm like, dog, I gotta do it now, or I'm never gonna because we live in different states. So I'm about to go to New York, and she's about to go to wherever she's about to go. So if I don't say what I gotta say now, when am I gonna say it? Come here real quick, right? I like pull her to I finally muster up the courage to pull her to the side, and I'm thinking, yo, is it better to speak or to die? Is it better to speak or to die? And I spoke, but I feel like, to be honest, if I'm being so honest, I think I spoke halfway. I feel like we didn't have a lot of time because I waited so long, so I couldn't necessarily say everything that I wanted to say. But I said this pretty much. I pulled X to the side, and I was like, I really appreciate you. Over the past few months, I've been craving connection, and over these past few weeks, you've provided that connection to me, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate that. You are a very amazing person, and I really, really appreciate you, right? But I feel like, if I'm being honest, what I wanted to ask her was, how do you feel about me? Like, over these past 3 weeks, you know, whether you felt it or not, I think I felt something between us, and I just want to know like what it is exactly that you feel, because I'm not sure. Like you can never be sure what like everything else is going on, and I feel like that's what I wanted to say. I was like, I said I appreciate her, but really what I wanted to say was, how do you feel? Like I was just so curious. Even in speaking, I died. Like even in my attempt to speak, I still died. And that low-key sucks. It does suck. But at the same time, I did speak. You know, I said, I want to say 50% of the emotion I wanted to convey, but the other 50%, were to turn the conversation very real. So I said what I had to say. I said I appreciate you, this and third. And then I asked her, is it better to speak or to die? And then she said, you know, you're a very easy person to talk to. And I feel like since I didn't break that barrier first of, you know, recognizing that what we had was a little more special than everybody else, she was afraid to break it. And I feel like if I had broken it, I don't know, but it would have been something else. But you know, I said what I had to say. You know, I was like, okay, thank you for talking to me. And that was the last time I saw her in person. You know, I have her number or whatever, but that was the last time I saw her in person. And still now, that question lingers in my mind. How do you feel? You know, let me know in the comments if you think I spoke or died. I really couldn't tell you. I feel like I spoke, but in the same like context of me speaking, I feel like I died. I feel like asking now, like if I was to pick up my phone and ask her right now, what would be the point? Like I get closure, but at the same time I'd be like, yo, like where do we move? Where do we move on from this? You understand? So that was my little love story for the past 3 weeks, past months. My first little rant video. If you want more of these, just hit the like button. I'll give you more. I love to talk. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if I spoke or died. I think I died and spoke at the same time. I think I doke. I don't know, bro. Thank you guys for watching. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.